Hello friends, so today we're going to be going through a seated spinal mobility flow that I'm pretty sure could be really beneficial for a lot of you folks that are maybe working from home right now. Even just for you general folks that just want to get their spines moving and good. So what we're going to start with is called a pelvic tilt. So we're going to really work on kind of isolating sections of our body, and here we'll focus on our hips. So I want you to think about being seated nice and tall, lengthening from your tailbone to the crown of your skull. You want to maybe slightly brace with your core. And I'm going to go and have you, using your two fingers over here, feel for those two bony landmarks in front of your hips. And then you're going to think about simply rolling the tailbone underneath you and kind of untucking it here, okay? So you want to try to do this movement without cheating, and you cheat by moving your trunk through this movement, okay? So you're thinking about that movement only coming from your hips. So here you'll see my tailbone is rolling underneath me and kind of untucking, okay? You want to do this for about a good 8 counts of your breath, inhaling slowly as you tuck and exhaling slowly as you untuck. All right, then we're going to go ahead and flow through this list. We've also got some cat camels that you could do seated. So typically this is performed on hands and knees, and here you'll get kind of articulation of your vertebrae through your low back, through your T-spine or mid-back. So I'm going to encourage that you hold on to your knees over here, and you're thinking about tucking that tailbone, what we learned with pelvic tilts. And then tucking your chin, kind of rounding through the spine, and you're going to think about untucking the tailbone, sending the chest forward, extending through your spine. So you're rounding here, maybe inhaling here. Exhaling, untucking. Inhaling as you round. Exhaling as you untuck and extend. Okay, so what we've got next on our list is some spinal rolls. And we're going to think about tucking our chin into our chest. And here you're going to think about articulating through each of your vertebrae. And this may not feel too great for some folks, so kind of just see what feels good in your body during that specific day. I'm thinking about rounding through my spine slowly. And I'm thinking about stacking my spine all the way up. Okay. So we're going to go through just one more like that. I'm tucking my chin in, articulating through all of the bones in my neck spine, rolling forward through all the bones in my mid-back, and then all of the bones in my low back. Just going to reach for the floor here. I'm inhaling and breathing in slowly as I'm doing this. And then exhaling all the way back up. So I like a good 5 repetitions of that one. I'm going to go and scoop myself forward a little bit more. I'm going to reach back behind me on my seat. And here I'm going to be working on the reverse movement, which is spinal extension. So I'm drawing my shoulders away from my ears. I'm pushing into the back of my seat over here. And I'm thinking about sending my chest forward, lifting my chin up towards the ceiling. I'm extending through my spine. Inhaling here as I extend. Exhaling, trying to send everything back into neutral. So really sending that chest forward. The shoulders go back. And you're lifting that chin up towards the ceiling. Again, going for about 5 of these feels nice. I'm going to have to check my notes for this one. So we're going for some passive T-spine or mid-back rotational twists over here. So when it's really passive, you just have your arms dangling out towards the side, and you're just rotating towards one side, and you're just really testing out to find out your passive end ranges of motion here. I tend to be a little bit more tight onto my right, so it feels a little bit more restricted here. You're going a little bit more faster than I'd like you to, so really think about slowing down this movement when you're performing this. And that brings us to our active rotation. So mid-back active rotations. What you're thinking about doing here is bring your hands up into what feels like a cactus. You're going to push your feet into the ground, lengthen with your spine. You're going to actively rotate. Here I'm going to even go and grab hold of the outside of my right knee. I'm going to twist and rotate a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and actively rotate, pushing on the backside of my left knee. I'm going to even add a little bit of a head turn too. And again, kind of just going into what feels good into your body for the day. You never want to push things because sometimes pushing things kind of breaks things. So we've got a 3-point T-spine rotation, but now we're going to add what's called lateral flexion. So we're just going to tilt towards the side. So I like fingertips right behind the ears over here. You're going to think about lengthening from your tailbone through crown of skull again, and you're going to think about rotating gently here and then tilting. All right, so you got 3 points to rotate. So I'm thinking about rotating 3 times to my left and then tilting over. It's kind of like that little teapot song you sing when you're a kid. It's exactly what we're doing right here. Alright, so we're going to go for 3-point rotate and tilts. And you're going to go for about 3 to 5 per side here. Alright, nice. So what you're thinking about doing here with your mid-back rotation with flexion, that just means bending at the hips. You're going to go ahead and think about raising this right arm high into the sky, and you're going to go ahead and rotate. But now I'm thinking about hinging over my left knee. You're going to bring that arm back down. So you could also hinge and extend at the same time. And that sometimes feels even more good than starting from the hand right above the head. And again, you're going for about 3 to 5 rotations per side. Nice. Okay, so lastly, you're going to go ahead and grab hold of your chair, and you're going to go for some side bend. So I'm going to go and grab a hold of the right side of my chair over here. I'm going to keep my shoulder locked down, and I'm going to reach up and then bend over towards my side. Should get everything nice and stretched out for you. You're going to feel this right side stretching. You could even look up towards the ceiling to add a little bit more of a stretch there. And again, you're going for about 3 to 5 repetitions of each of these movements. So that is your seated spinal mobility series. I hope you enjoy, and I hope that you are well.